Virtual reality is amazing. There's no question about it. It's just so much more immersive than playing on a 2D screen. But how cool would it be if we could actually walk in virtual reality? And that is where omnidirectional treadmills come in. These devices have been with us since the very beginning of virtual reality in different shapes and forms, but so far they've simply been too expensive for the normal consumers and too bulky. What you see on the screen here right now is the Catwalk C, and this is a device that costs $1,400 and it's meant for us consumers. Now in this video I have checked out the device for you and I'm going to tell you, is it as cool as it looks in this PR video? Now my findings might surprise you, so absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video because all of this goodness is coming up. Hello there, my name is Sebastian Ank and this channel is called MRTV. Now if you are excited about virtual reality, and it seems you are, you should absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, because I'm bringing you independent reviews about virtual reality and virtual reality accessories like the Catwalk C. So finally here it is, an omnidirectional treadmill for us consumers, for us VR enthusiasts, and at $1,400 it is not even going to break the bank. I personally have been waiting for a device like this because, well, I love immersion. The question is just, is it as good as it looks in this video? And that's what we're going to find out. So let's start with the basics, the price. This device costs $1,400 and compared to comparable devices, this is indeed a good price, $1,400. But you have to keep in mind that you still have to pay for shipping, and in my case, shipping this to Germany is an additional $300. So in the end, it's more like $1,700, and you have to check for your country as well, of course. The Catwalk C is compatible with Steam VR compatible headsets, like for example the Valve Index or the HP Reverb G2. For those wired headsets though, you would need a cable management system. So in the best case, you own a wireless headset like the Oculus Quest 1 or 2 or any of the Vive headsets with that Wi-Fi adapter. There's a growing number of Steam VR games that are compatible with the Catwalk C, and you can find a list of these games on the website. But if the games support free locomotion, then chances are really good that the Catwalk C will be compatible. And now you finally see me on the device. Here I am in virtual reality, in Doom, virtual friggin' reality, and walking around in the device. And yeah, it does work. I was surprised how well it works actually, because I did see some people using it before and well, it didn't look at all as what we've seen in the PR video. But well, this is not a PR video. Here I'm actually checking it out and yeah, I walk through virtual reality. Does it actually feel like walking? No. So it is not the same, obviously. It's a totally different kind of feeling. It doesn't feel like natural walking and there is a learning curve without a question, but it does work. Let's take a closer look at the device. I needed 1.5 hours to assemble it, and I assembled it all by myself using the instruction video from the Catwalk C website, so there was no problem at all. The Catwalk C is connected to your computer using a USB cable, a standard USB-A plug, and you get these special shoes here. Let's have a look at them a bit closer now. As you can tell, these shoes have sensors on top. You have to charge those sensors, and these sensors will connect to your Catwalk C and tell the device when you're walking. The material underneath that shoe makes it extremely slippery when walking, air quotes, on that Catwalk C, and that is actually how the device works. Now for your own security, obviously you need to strap yourself in, and you're going to strap yourself into this contraption, and I'm telling you, this is actually really secure. Now once you're strapped in, there's still some up and down movement possible. Let me show you that here. And this will allow you to kneel down. Now for me, for my size, I'm 187. It is not quite enough range of motion to completely kneel down, so this will depend on you, but at least there is some movement possible. And in order to turn around in the game, the whole contraption that is holding you can spin around the device, and I can tell you that this is really sturdy. I'm like 95 kilograms and I never felt unsafe in this, so it does work. So let's get back to the games and let me show you and tell you how I felt playing those games in the Catwalk C. And here we are back in Doom VFR. If you have not played this game, go and get it. It's absolutely fun. Now I'm playing it here with the Quest 2 in wireless mode with Airlink, and well, that is honestly the best way to use the Catwalk C with a wireless headset, because with a wired headset you will need that cable management system, so wireless, it is simply better. Now Doom VFR is a game where the Catwalk C is really fun and where it works really well. You have like these big spaces where you can walk around, and well, you have simply lots of space. You simply walk towards the enemies, you shoot them, and then you walk to the next area, and again you have lots of space, so you don't have to walk so exactly towards a certain platform, which would make it more complicated. And well, that is one of the downsides that I found out here with the Catwalk C, and let me show you that in another game. So here we are in Skyrim, and simply walking around is no problem. But let me show you that once it gets a bit more complicated and the platform that you're on is not so super wide anymore and you have to walk up the stairs, this gets tedious. This really gets tedious because it simply is not as exact as walking with your thumbstick. So this here, to get onto this, it was kind of complicated, and yeah, then to go up, it was, honestly speaking, not fun, and then very often you will simply not make it and you have to go down and it's super frustrating, and then at the end you would simply use your thumbstick in the end because yeah, it is just too frustrating, just like you saw it here. So if you have been wondering, could this give you like an advantage over the competition in any kind of first-person shooter? Absolutely no. Zero. For sure not. It might be more immersive if you really get into it and if you are fine with that way of walking, which is, well, not like walking at all, then it might be more immersive for some people. Not for all, I must also say, but you will not get a competitive advantage for sure. So what will feel more immersive then? Well, pissing off giants in Skyrim and then physically having to run away. This will feel way more real than simply using that thumbstick. And I'm telling you, this is truly tiring. This is a workout. So if you want to combine VR with working out, well, this might be something to look into. Another thing is, if you're running on that Catwalk C, but the game does not support running, like for example Half-Life Alyx, you will still just walk in game, right? So don't believe just if you're running on the treadmill, you will also be running in game. And well, this is simply because these games are not made for that Catwalk C. They simply work together with it. So let's get to the conclusion. Can I recommend the Catwalk C? Well, for $1,400 you do get an omnidirectional treadmill that actually works. You can run around in Half-Life Alyx, for example, and in all of the other games. See the list on the website of the Catwalk C. Also, the device is really sturdy and of high quality, and even a tall and very muscular guy like me does not have any problems using it. However, we are still very far away from that Ready Player One future where we can walk on devices like this and it really feels like walking. This does not feel like walking at all. It is some kind of different movement, another option to walk, and also again, it does work, but it is kind of tedious sometimes. Also, it is tiring. To be perfectly honest with you, I myself am not going to use this in VR moving forward, simply because I do not want to have this kind of workout in VR, and for me it's more immersive to simply enjoy it rather than having to work, having to physically work in VR. But I can see people out there who might enjoy this, who might feel more immersed when they actively have to move their body on that platform. And yes, as I showed you here, it does work. Alright, and this is my Catwalk C review. If you have any more questions, please do leave them in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reply to them. I really hope that this was helpful and informative. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, then absolutely do that now. And now I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.